Hi, it's JD Botchery again, filming from Dinosaur 2010 and having crazy times by the pool and hanging on the wonderful patio with Adrianna Nicole.
Hi.
And we're just, chatting about porn and hanging out and see what's going on. So what do you think about that? The neighbors are having a really good time too.
The neighbors were being very neighborly. Yeah.
We're gonna have to get 2257 for this.
Found out it's another girl from the Bay Area, and just had a nice shot of something. And yeah, out by in the triangle booth today was pretty cool because it was really awesome for people watching, and all of us pointing various.
What do you think of the dying crowd so far?
There's a lot of hot out there.
Agreed.
So yeah, for sure. I felt like a cartoon wolf or something like that. I just need my little red and white checkered hanging.
Is it what you expected it to be?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know. Actually, I thought probably no boys would be in the mix at all, and I was surprised when we pulled up that there were a couple of boys, and I'm like, huh, okay. It was alright, but they were definitely stopping by the beach.
Fabulous. So you said you're from the Bay Area originally.
I am.
And do you live in LA now?
Yeah, I've lived in LA for about 5 years.
Awesome.
And I love the weather in LA. I don't know. I don't think I could move back at this point. Every time I go back to the Bay Area now, I try and visualize being back. And I don't know. I'm kind of LA.
It's funny because most of the women that come to Dinah, it's like a very 50-50 mix of LA and San Francisco.
Yeah, exactly. And it's always, I love meeting girls from San Francisco. I'm like, okay, awesome, and just talking about different places or whatever. I mean, LA, I just feel like everybody's from there, so it's not as kind of like a special moment. As when I meet another girl from the Bay Area, even though now I can't see myself moving back to the Bay Area.
There's two completely different things. It's like two different worlds in the same, giant state. So tell us about what's been going on with you. What's new? What have you been working on?
Oh God, I don't know. I'm traveling a lot right now, and I feel like I never know what city or time zone I'm in. I'm so jet lagged right now that, you guys came up and I was laying under the table with a pillow because it was the end of the day. I'm like, I just need a little nap here on my cot. So yeah, I've been in Chicago and London, and coming up I have Denver, Seattle, San Francisco. So a little bit, and for all different types of things, some bondagey things. This weekend's Triangle asked us to come out to Dinah, and it felt like a little bit of a vacation. It felt more like vacation with friends than it doesn't feel like a work thing at all. I mean, we're here with Triangle and promoting the movies that we've been in and stuff like that. No, because it doesn't, a lot of times even on set it doesn't feel like work. It just feels like hanging out with people that you'd hang out with even if it wasn't, a work thing.
Definitely.
So it's just more kind of chill and nice.
So I want to hear a little bit of background about River Rock. And
River Rock was really frustrating.
Really?
Because there were tons of girls on set that I hadn't done scenes with before, and I'm like, man, I just want a scene with a new girl. And new girls, I haven't worked with Jada Fire before. I haven't really done a scene with Sid before.
We love Sid.
Yeah, we've wrestled before, but we've never done a scene, and it was also, and this happens a lot on feature sets where it's a lot of dialogue and then scenes where you're sitting around and you're like, fuck, I just want to have sex and like not worry about this, dialogue or whatever, or sitting around and waiting for it to be your turn or whatever. But it was definitely fun. It was funny because somebody had sent me a message when I was on set one of the days, and they're like, can you come out or this or that? And I'm like, dude, I'm in fucking prison right now. Like, check me on like 24 hours. And he's like, what happened? I'm like, not for real, for movie girls prison. Like, yeah.
Was it shot in a real prison? Was it?
No. It was shot in LA. But we definitely had the uniforms and
yeah, it was
stuff like that. And it was funny because they, some of the guards were just non-porn extras.
Oh wow!
And so that was pretty funny too, like kind of seeing them come in. And
I actually had a cop come up to me today. It's just a woman, Dinah, and she was a cop, and she was looking at the poster we had up of the box cover, and she was like, "Wow, I wonder how real it is to life." I'm like, I don't know about prison, but it's real hot.
Yeah, I mean, somebody today came up and they're like, "Oh, I don't know, like that rough stuff or that prison like scares me." I'm like, "Well, be good, and you'll never have to go."
Well, fabulous. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you'd like us to know what's going on? Anything?
I can't even think right now.
Your .com. Tell them what your .com is.
Well, my .com, which is not up currently, is AdriannaNicole.com. And hopefully at some point there will be more more of the kind of sex that I want to be having with people.
What kind of sex do you want to be having?
Just where I handpick the people. It's not like somebody will call and say, "Oh, hey, who do you want to work with?" And you give them a list of people, and you're really excited, like, "Oh, great, I get to work with like one of these, however many people." And then they're like, "Okay, great, we hired that person for another scene, so you're working with X." And I'm like, "You're welcome for the recommendation." Like, I was kind of looking forward to banging like one of the people on this list.
I just saw a really great movie. It was Tristan Tarantino's Rough Sex, and it was actual fantasies of the performers and whoever they wanted to sleep with, and it was super interesting. It was like the chemistry was just.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be doing something coming up with her.
She's wonderful. Sex educators, we love them.
No, exactly, and it's like at this point, there's a handful of people that I really like shooting for because they're always the people that say, "Hey, who do you want to work with?" But they really mean it. It's not like, "Oh, hey, thanks for the referrals. We booked you with someone else." It's like, okay, who do you want to work with, and what scenario do you want to do? Like, what is your fantasy? What's going to turn you on, and what have you maybe always wanted to do and haven't gotten a chance to? So, some of the people that I haven't worked with that I've wanted to are going to be coming up in the project that I have with Tristan.
Very nice. Do you find that you experience that working more with women behind the camera than with men behind the camera?
In Tristan's case, yeah. Also in the case of Belladonna.
Oh, Belladonna.
Because they both get, and it's not a hard fucking equation, but they both get that if you ask a performer who they want to work with, you're going to get a better scene out of them if it's someone that they're really fucking hot for and something that they really enjoy doing. So I don't understand why there's not more of that going around other than just, I think a lot of people don't care. So that's the difference between, other companies and Triangle or directors like Tristan or Belladonna.
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, Neighbors, for relaxing for a minute.